In this video, I inherited my grandpa's $3 million farm, but I have no farming experience. I now have the challenge of keeping the farm profitable and hopefully not going bankrupt. Will I be able to do it? Stay tuned to find out. And if you guys want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe and dropping a like helps too. Anyway, let's go do some farming. Well, boys, it's another day back out here at Grandpa's farm, and today we're in a rush. A big one, because our wheat's ready to go, and I don't have anything that we need to harvest ready to go to head out to the field, so we better get to work on that. Now, first things first, of course, we got to get our header trailer out of storage there. We'll see if the old John Deere buck can pull it out. All right, it's hooked up, and we're definitely spinning, but we are pulling it, surprisingly enough. Well, shoot, I didn't think we'd get that out of there, but we did. So, on top of harvest, we've also got a lot of haying to do. We've got baling. It's going to be a crazy busy day. I'm actually just going to pull the header trailer out here. That way, it's easier to hook it up to the combine. I think we may have the combine serviced already. I'm just going to check it over real quick, get it all filled up with diesel, and then we should be okay to go. All right, I just looked everything over. Looks like we did service it, which is nice. Okay, I'm just going to keep this parked here for now. I got to clean up these bales that are out here still. This side of the way, put it back to where it was. So we're just in the work truck right now, heading out to a neighbor of mine's place. We're going to do the same thing as last year and grab one of his augers so we can fill up one of our main bins. With the auger he's got, it just works a little nicer for trailers we have. Okay, auger secured. Let's get this thing back to the farm and try not to hit any power lines or trees. Best to avoid those things. Not terribly great for the auger. Okay, so, well, we may not need this auger right at this moment because we're not putting any of the wheat into the big bin. We're going to need it fairly soon, especially once the soybeans get ready to harvest. So it's better to have it on hand when we actually need it. So a buddy of mine down the road lent me this small John Deere 3046R to plow up the arena with. But today we're going to try use it to power one of our augers. I don't know how it's going to go, but we'll see. He did mention to me a little while back that he wanted to sell this, so I might just buy it off of him instead. But for now, we're going to attempt to use it as an auger tractor. Probably doesn't even have close to the horsepower it needs, but for the shot. All right, yeah, this thing ain't gonna work. It doesn't even have the right splines on the PTO shaft, so I've got a plan B, since I don't want to use any of my big tractors. This is my plan B. Technically speaking, it has enough horsepower, even though it's barely bigger than the quad, but it does have enough horsepower, so we're gonna give it a try. Okay. We're positioned. And again, I did check the horsepower requirements. It should work. Now, should and will is two different things, but I'm curious to see. All right, so it took a quick battery boost, but the semi is now alive. So the field that we're going to go harvest here is pretty dang small, so I'm thinking we're not even going to need the grain cart for this. I had to move the big butt out of the way. Just taking up this road. Okay, so we're going to get this thing out into the field, which is right there, and just run back and grab my combine. Oh, I'm out of shape. Need to lighten up that lunch bag for the tractor. All right. First field of the year. Let's see how this goes. So right now we've got the straw on right now because we're going to make some straw bales later. Got to try and maximize that profit. All right, so we filled up here. This field is yielding crazy good. At any rate, I was looking at Facebook Marketplace while I was, harvesting because these things pretty much run themselves nowadays. And I found something pretty cool that I didn't even know John Deere made. So, we're going to finish off these fields, get some more work done, and then hopefully this afternoon, we're going to go take a look at something pretty interesting. All right, so we're just about finished up here with the last field of the wheat. I just got to go unload again. Now, the only reason why I did the wheat is because we needed straw, so this makes things a little bit easier than trying to buy it since I already have all the equipment to do it. So planting two smaller fields with wheat, in a way, it's a lot better. Alrighty, we're all finished up here with the wheat. We did manage to fit everything in the truck, which was nice. So we'll get the combine back to the yard, and then we'll get the truck back. So I'm thinking since the soybeans should be ready in due time here, I'm just going to keep all the harvesting equipment out here. That way it's a lot easier to get out of the yard when we need to go. Okay, so we got the semi and the grain trailer back to the yard here. I got to try back this in over the auger. That might be a little bit difficult, but we're going to try our best. Well, that took quite a bit of moving around, but we finally got it. Now, if we fire this thing up, the PTO running, and we should be good to go. All right, so we got all the wheat emptied out there. This little Kubota actually surprised me. It ran this auger decently. We had to slow down the flow out of the trailer just a little bit so it could handle it with no problem, but it ran pretty good. Anyways, we're going to get this moved out of the way and then go work on the other million projects that we have. So we've got these bales out front here, and I really got to move them. They're not in the way of the harvesting equipment. We're just going to use our fancy little bale bed here. There we go. Easy as that. Perfect. Let's go run these things out to the horses real quick, or at least the horse barn, because they've got plenty of grass still. Just drop them off. So the other one here, I don't feel very much like using the forks on the bed, so we're just going to There we go. Look at that. Easy. So a little while back, I bought this mower for the yard. It doesn't work terribly great. I probably need to buy another one, which is actually something we might go look at. It's not the main thing, but it's one of the things we might go look at this afternoon. Anyway, I'm trying to clean up all the grass clippings from the front of the yard because there was so many. But we've also got all of this out here to bale still. I'm not entirely sure how many bales are going to come from this, but I guess we'll find out. Well, crap. That did not unload in the best place. All right, we just finished off this little chunk here, the last bale. And that's it for now until we, of course, cut more inevitably because we have a lot more to do. At any rate, this thing needs some diesel. We're running low. Son of a gun, I put it to the wrong side. All right, so we've got the Cummins here. We're about to grab a trailer and go and hopefully buy something else. I know, I've been on a kick of buying stuff, but, you know, Facebook Marketplace is a fun little hobby to, you know, go and spend your money on. Ah, yes, money well spent on more John Deere random things that I didn't know they made. Son of a gun, I forgot I, accidentally put that bale on the road. I gotta go move that. Can't have a car hitting that thing. There we go. Oh, sticking on the forks. There we go. So in this week's segment of random crap I find on Facebook Marketplace, I found a mower and some sort of a 6-wheeled or 5-wheeled trike I didn't know John Deere made. I know they made this mower back in the day, but this I honestly had no idea about. I didn't even know this thing existed. It's like a cross between a gator and a trike. It's really, really weird. But I got myself a nice little vintage mower for the yard, which I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll try it out. Now, both these things do run. This is really weird. Like, just look at this thing. Like, what? I don't even know what the heck is going on here. So, it's got this tilt bed, which is kind of nice. It is 4-wheel drive. Because, you know, 4 wheels in the back. One in the front is not a drive wheel, but it's got the floater tires, so it should be able to cruise through just about anything. And I mean, it's the coolest little work vehicle. I can see why the guy I bought it from got a lot of calls on it, but luckily I got to it first. Anyway, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what to do with this. I mean, at this point, I'm just collecting random John Deere stuff. But if you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments. But yeah, I guess John Deere made something like this. I did not know they did. Okay, so this super, super tiny, tiny little mower. Like, this thing is ridiculously small. And it does work. Like, it mows next to nothing, but it does work. Oh, man, this is ridiculous. Hold up, let me go mow an entire field for hay with this thing. I mean, it'll get into all the nice small places, which is kind of cool. But other than that, there is not a whole lot you can do with this thing. It seems to cut through the thick grass half decently. I mean, it wasn't a complete waste of money. Just a little bit. All right. Well, that's enough mowing at a couple inches a pass. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this. Maybe I'll just keep it parked in the shop. It's kind of something cool to have. Hold on. I've got to see something real quick. It works. Look at that. We can fit the mower in the back. Oh, that's hilarious. This thing is, that's just dumb. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe and goodbye.